Hey, everybody, welcome to the Enough Said podcast. This is season number 3, episode number 2. As always, we love to receive your feedback. Please drop us a line at enoughsaidcrew@gmail.com. For this episode, you got me, Mike, leading the orchestra. And these other two guys that are on with me, they need no introduction, but I'm going to do it anyway. So what more can I say? Every day is Dre Day. Give it up for Dre.
Yo, what up? What up? It's Dre Day every day. What's up?
What's up,
Hey,
Dre? What's up,
what's up,
Mike?
Dre?
What's up, Jermaine?
Oh, man.
Mike.
Yeah.
And this other guy, he always brings the ruckus. Let's give it up for High Octane Jermaine. What's up, Jermaine?
What's up, fellas? What's up? It's a great day today, man.
Yeah.
Woke up early this morning, had a couple things to do, stepped out on the deck, took a deep breath. It's football time. Yeah.
Baby, that's right.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how the weather is up there, but down here, man, it was a breeze. You can see the leaves falling. Yeah, it's good times. It's good times down here, man. It's good times.
Good. And I guess say, although he's not on the cast today because he's taking care of personal business, I have to give a special shout out to Kay Adams' biggest stan. That'd be Sal.
Yes, Sal.
Sal?
Who? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Listen to this one, Sal. Listen to this one today.
How you doing? How you doing, Sal?
All right.
We miss you, I think.
Yeah, we do. But we'll get him on. But he did his homework, so when we get deep into the show, Sal did his thing. So look, like you were saying, it's the first official Sunday of the new season.
Let's get it.
Football is back. As I was saying, this is the day I officially am doing my honey don't do list because I'm not doing anything but watching football.
For 17 weeks, Mike. For 17 weeks.
I cut my grass yesterday.
You put it in after the Super Bowl. It's like, look, this day's coming. Wifey, look, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Once this season starts, I got you.
Yep. Absolutely.
I am not available for 8 hours today.
Yep.
Yeah.
So look, as you know, in the sports, everyone has to make their predictions before the season gets started. So I figure we're going to do the same thing. So I know you guys got your assignment that I gave out. So I figure we go ahead and jump right into it. So the first thing we want to talk about is predictions for the different divisions in terms of who's going to finish the season first place and who's going to finish last place in the division. We'll start out with Sal because he sent me his list, and let's go ahead and get controversial right off the bat. So Sal had the AFC West. Okay. And so number 1, he had the Chiefs. Number 2, the Chargers. Number 3, the Raiders. And in last place, the Broncos. What you guys think?
Wow. Jermaine, you go first, man. You go first, man.
I question the Broncos. I question the Broncos being in last place. They got their quarterback. They always had that duo of wide receivers. Their defense is pretty good. It's a tough division, but I question the Broncos. I do, and I almost kind of question. I think it's going to be, it's going to be a dogfight towards the end between the Chargers and the Chiefs. But I don't see the Chiefs running away with this division like they did in the past and everything. So, I'm setting myself up for my predictions. So with that being said, the Chargers are going to be, like I said, in the dogfight with Kansas City.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. I kind of think it's a little flipped what Sal's got. I mean, I'm going to put 2 down spots actually for the Chiefs and move up the Chargers and Broncos and then the Chiefs. To me, I think that's the way it's going to happen. I mean, everybody's saying Tyreek Hill, he's gone, but Patrick Mahomes is going to be fine. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it all comes down to injuries and whoever blinks first. That's all. You know what I mean? Because it's going to come down to, towards the end of the season, who's going to blink first and who's going to have that panic attack.
Yeah, I think Sal. I think the Raiders are going to finish last in that division. I think the Broncos are going to be maybe not number one, but I think definitely have a better chance to be the number 2 spot. Chargers could be there too. There's a lot of hype for the Chargers. They got a lot of talent, so it's very possible. But yeah, I think until you take the Chiefs down, I think Chiefs number 1 is realistic.
Yep.
Cool. All right, let's move on to the next one real quick. So he also had the NFC South, and so that is the Bucks as the first place team, the Panthers as number 2, the Saints is number 3, and then the Falcons dead last.
Go ahead.
All right, I believe the Falcons. Okay, yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I see the Saints coming in second, and I see the Saints again, just like with the Chargers and the Chiefs. I see the Saints fighting with Tampa Bay for that first spot, but then I think, at the same time, I think Tampa is really going to come out clear on top. I mean, not clear on top, but it's going to come down to the end. I mean, Tom Brady's a year older. He's got distractions and all that stuff. I don't know how this team's going to come out the box. They're going to come out swinging and saying, "Hey, we still here," so. But with the Saints, I like the Saints. The Saints always had a stout defense the last couple years and stuff. So I really think they're going to give Tampa Bay, a run for their money. Carolina, I don't see this. I wish Sal was on here. What the hell did he think? You know what I mean? So he's got a lot of things on his mind. But yeah, Sal. Yeah, second place. No. Baker Mayfield, no. Matt Rule, no. Christian McCaffrey, still no. Stop.
Look, to me, in this division, it really comes down to your playmakers. And, I'll start off with Tampa Bay first. Chris Godwin comes off of a knee injury, towards ACL, and he looked pretty solid during the preseason. And, he had that knee brace on, but we got to see how well he is going to play for Tom Brady. And then you got Michael Thomas. He's back with the Saints, and we got to see if, Jameson Winston is going to hook up with him. Back to Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta. I'm just going to say it. Sorry, Atlanta, but y'all suck. And then Carolina Panthers, I'm basically going to leave that to a couple questions down that Mike asked us about, about that. So I'll leave it at that.
All right. Yeah, I think the Bucks are the team. You can't go against Brady until proven otherwise. And then the Saints had a lot of injuries last year. Michael Thomas was out. James Winston was out, and they had a lot of injuries. They were really hit by injury bug, and they still had a good defense, one of the best in the league last year. So they got to be number 2, I think. And then the Panthers and Falcons, yeah. Panthers should be better than the Falcons just because of the quarterback. Because Baker's okay. I mean, I think he can win some games. Falcons got a lot of rebuilding. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Dre, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to probably tell you right now, I'm not going to get upset with whatever you say about the NFC West. But go ahead. You can do it.
All right, so the NFC West, since I'm doing a drum roll, I'll do it backwards. I'll give you the number 4 seed all the way to the first seed. So
boy.
The 4th seed is actually going to be the Seahawks. The 3rd seed is the Arizona Cardinals. The 2nd seed is the Rams. And the 49ers are number 1. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm really feeling
I love you, man. I love you.
Now, I ain't on your coattails because you're the host. But I'm just telling you, I really feel for what I saw against Buffalo, and we'll talk about that, open up on Thursday. The Rams, I don't know, man. I just don't see them winning that division. And the Cardinals, they got to see what's going to go with the quarterback there and stuff. And the Seahawks, man, I just don't see any kind of player depth in that team now that, what's the name is gone, Russell Wilson. Wilson. And 49ers pretty much, they got Debo back. Well, not back. We thought Debo was going to leave. So Debo was signed, ready to go. They got other players in place, and we're going to see the Lance show. So Trey Lance. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
So that's how I feel about that.
Again, I mean, here we go. We're going into the predictions, and it's going to be a 2-man race. But it's going to be a 2-man race between San Fran and LA. So like I said, and I told you guys, I'm not I wasn't an LA fan. I feel as though that they was one play away from not being in the Super Bowl. If what's his name, that safety would have caught it, he was wide open. He couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? And he dropped that ball. We wouldn't be talking about the Rams. We wouldn't be talking about so-called McGenius and how he had a show and all this stuff, man. And you saw what happened on Thursday night, how they got smoked and whatnot. I think they got issues, but then in the same breath, it's going to be a 2-man race. Now with San Fran, I don't know. I mean, the first 5 or 6 weeks is probably going to tell the story. Is Trey Lance the real deal, or did they got to come back and start with Jimmy Garoppolo? It could be very well go. Become a train wreck. You know what I mean? So, with Trey Lance is starting, and all that stuff. But yeah, it's still up in the air. How they going to come together, and how the receivers and everything, because the defense is good. How is their offense going to come together? You know what I mean, and adapt to Trey Lance, and Trey Lance vice versa. Trey Lance is going to have to adapt to the offense. So, but
Right.
Mike Shanahan, I'm not saying he's a genius or anything, but this is what you do. You coach. This is what you paid the big money. You coach and stuff. So let's see what they got to do. But yeah, definitely a 2-man race between LA and San Fran.
Yeah, I think I agree with the rankings. I think it's very possible that it might be a 3-man race again. And as you actually might get 3 teams in the playoffs again. It's one of those things. They could all stack up a bunch of wins. Just like last year, all 3 teams got in, and they all had pretty good number of wins. But between them, they were all pretty close. I do think San Francisco is the better team in the division, but it's just so competitive. Even with McGenius, kind of getting lucky there. Yeah, they're still a pretty formidable team. And the Cardinals, they just have a way of starting out hot and then finishing cold. So they'll stack up enough. As they say, a squirrel harvests the nuts. It's like they'll get enough wins to be able to, further get into the playoffs and into the postseason, but then they won't go anywhere. So yeah, I think it's going to be a tough division. Let's go into AFC North, Dre. What you got?
All right, so I'm going to start with the number 1 to 4. I got the Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, and the Browns. And I think the Bengals are really going to do – I don't see a dent in the armor except for the offensive line, and I think they're going to work – I think they're going to work on that. And with Chase and Burrow, their running back as well, I really think they're going to be good. And the reason why I didn't put the Ravens over there, because I think the Ravens, man, I don't see them really doing anything that can put them over the top to win the division. And then the Steelers, got this court, no more Roethlisberger, and we got to see how they go. And the Browns, man, look, until Deshaun Jackson plays, that's when they're going to win. And when is that? Week 11. So I'm telling you right now, how many wins are they going to have by the time Deshaun gets in there?
So you automatically think that Deshaun is going to be the savior of the Browns towards the end of the season, come next season, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
I really think so. I think when he comes in week 11, he probably might win the last 6 games. I don't, that's how I look at it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna be nice today and not really argue with you.
Yeah, I think that division. Yeah, I say the Bengals. I think they're going to have a Super Bowl slump, but it doesn't mean that they still won't be the best team in their division. So yeah, I think they can still win that division. Pittsburgh, with the quarterback situation. I mean, they got good coaching, so you never know with Pittsburgh. They could still
Yeah.
surprise you.
That's what I was saying. I
And
like Mike Tomlin. Yep.
yeah, the Browns. If the Browns are somehow competitive and win games and somehow make the postseason, then that coach just got to get coach of the year because I don't know how he's going to do it without having a star quarterback. I mean, Jacoby Brissett's all right, but that dude's just not win a lot of games.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and the Ravens, I just don't know how they're going to get offense other than just running the ball. I mean, I almost feel like they're going to try to win games by like 3 points, like 3-0, just play a bunch of defense and run the ball. They had no receivers.
Taking the words. Yep, you're taking the words right out of my mouth. I mean, that's why I said, here we go. Another division with a 2-man race. I mean, a 2-team race. It's going to be the Bengals, and I think the Bengals is going to have a slightly decline. Now, the Cincinnati came out, out of nowhere last year because nobody didn't really pick the Bengals to just like what they did and everything. So I believe the Bengals came out of nowhere, and now everybody's like, okay, all right, the Bengals are a respectable team, so we got to pay attention and all that stuff. So this is why I go back to where I said, coaches coach. This is what you get paid for and everything. So now you got a whole bunch of film. You got Joe Burrow, and I'm not taking anything from Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, and stuff. They did improve on their offensive line. And they possibly can, they probably will win that division. But I'm not counting out Baltimore. I think Lamar may have, a chip on his shoulder with all this and whatnot. And who knows? He may go to free agent. They may tag him. Who knows what's going to happen with that? But I say, as long as you got Lamar with his legs and you got somewhat of a running game, you still got Mark Andrews. And then that defense, like you said, Mike, yeah, it could be 3-0, 6-3, because you still got Justin Tucker kicking 60, 70 yarders and whatnot. You know what I mean? You still got him. It's going to be when you go in there and play Baltimore, and when you play Baltimore, you're going to be prepared for a fight. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight, and that's what I'm looking at. I think Lamar, as long as you got Lamar, as long as you got Mark Andrews, as long as you got some type of a threat of a running game, I'm not going to count them out yet. I'm not going to count them out. So they may give Cincinnati a run for their money. So,
right.
All right.
Speaking of a dogfight, Jermaine, let's go ahead and get into the NFC North. What you got for the NFC?
That's right, baby. That's right. So, I was up, because I couldn't sleep, So I got the kids and all that stuff situated, settled down and all that stuff. I got on the computer and I looked at everybody's schedule and whatnot, So I didn't go to bed at 2:00 till 2:00 in the morning. My 2:00 thing.
And you took your dump.
Yeah, and I took my tinkle, before I went to bed, you know what I mean? So, but
oh my god,
yeah.
tinkle.
Yeah, the tinkle.
Oh my gosh.
So I did the tinkle before I went to bed. I went to bed around 2:30. But AFC East, you got the Bills with the best record in the league at 15-2. The Pats at 8-9, Miami 8-9, the Jets 6-11. So the Bills are just going to run away with this. They're going to run away, But don't think that I'm riding the Bills' coattail all the way to the promised land. So I got a surprise for you guys when we get done. When we get down towards the end and whatnot.
So real quick, Jermaine, you don't think the Jets might go up to third and then Miami down, because Jets had a pretty good draft, and Mike's shaking his head saying no. I thought they were the most.
You're right. Yeah,
on paper, I thought they were most had the best talent.
Yeah,
what they picked.
Yeah,
and but Miami. I guess you're saying Tua.
Yeah, Tua. I mean, it could go either way. You know what I mean, with Tua and that offense and all that stuff. And the Jets. I'm not taking anything from the Jets. They had a good draft. I believe they really had a good draft. So, I just unless they surprise, they surprised the league and whatnot. I think I got them right where they're supposed to be at.
Cool.
They think they might be. I think they might be one more year away. Doing another solid draft and really being a contender. with the Bills. Somewhat. Not a really top contender, but with the Pats, I just it is what it is with the Pats. I mean, they did their thing for so many years and all. So
Okay.
I think the Pats gonna have a losing season. And this, I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? This could be Belichick's last year. Who knows? I mean, It seems like he's trying to groom his son and groom other places and all. This could be his last year. What do you think, guys?
I don't know. I think he could still coach a couple more years, but I do see what you're saying, where he's starting to kind of plant the seeds to try to have a kind of a succession plan.
Yeah.
The run is over. I mean, I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, it's over.
He's not going back to the Super Bowl anytime soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be his last year, but I think it might be another year or two just to try to make sure everything is kind of in place so that he can walk away and feel like, okay, I don't want to have to worry about this at all. And,
Right.
my legacy's intact, all that kind of stuff.
So this is the second. This is Mac Jones' second year, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So Belichick, yeah, maybe he'll see how his season goes this year, and maybe maybe the third year he might actually hang it up. I'm talking about when I say third year with Mac Jones, because I don't see if he doesn't see any improvement from what he did last year. I'm not saying Mac Jones was bad, but he needs to go up that learning curve to bring in more wins and make Belichick say, hey, all right, we might have a good legitimate quarterback. He might stay longer to try to make him a winning Super Bowl team.
Yeah, I mean, what, Belichick's about what, 70? Is he 70, going on 70? I mean, he pushing 70.
He might be.
I think he's up there. Yeah, I think he's up there. He's been coaching for a long time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Mac Jones has got to take that next level. I mean, yeah, he did last year. He didn't really have a bad season, until he ran into Buffalo. He really didn't have a bad season. So, yeah, Mac Jones definitely has a radar on his back to saying, okay, man, you got to take this to the next level. You got to be that leader that, I'm not saying that he's got to be compared to Tom Brady, but he's got to take that leadership role and take it up to a next level.
Yep.
The running game, I think their running game is okay. The receivers, I don't know. I really don't know what the receivers. I mean, it just remains to be seen. That defense seemed like they just come out of nowhere and just be like one of the top defenses, but that's a question mark. So something to pay attention to. With that team. But definitely they're not competing with the Bills. They're not.
Right.
They're not,
So NFC North. Let's go ahead and switch over the number quick.
NFC North. All right. So you got to hear me out, Dre. All right. Just hear me out before you start shaking your head and say, "Whoa, this, that, the other." All right.
Get it out, Jermaine.
All right. That's what. All right. Here we go. All right. I'm starting with what you doing. The Bears at 2-15. It's ridiculous, man. 2-15. The Lions. They're going to be that respectable team. I've got them at an 8-9. The Vikes at 11-6, and the Go Pack Go 13-4, baby. Hey, and this is my what I'm saying with Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers kind of reminds me of Tom Brady. When everybody counted out Tom Brady and all that stuff, Tom Brady don't have this. What did Tom Brady do? Tom Brady won with nobody. So when he didn't have Devontae Adams, and I looked it up, Dre, he was undefeated with Devontae Adams when he was out those few games, out with COVID. He spreaded the ball. He spreaded the ball around. You know what I mean? So it was more of a balanced defense. It wasn't just worked around Devontae Adams stuff. So you got AJ Dillon, you got Aaron Jones, you got Tunyon coming back from tight end. Lazard, I see that he's out today, but you got Lazard, and then they're really high on that rookie that they drafted. And I'm pretty sure I forgot his name, but But yeah, then you got old head Sammy Watkins. I mean, he could give you like a game and a half or whatever, before he'll be the savior. He'll like, oh my God, Sammy Watkins had 157 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, Sammy Watkins is out with a hamstring, and But I'm not counting Aaron Rodgers out. I'm not counting Aaron Rodgers out for this year. I'm not counting him out. I mean, he's one of the elite quarterbacks. He's one of those old heads. He's one of the OGs. I'm not counting him out yet. I'm not counting him out. So that's why.
Maybe you're right. I mean, remember from the beginning of his career behind Brett Favre, I told you this guy's going to suck. Remember, I said, who the heck is Aaron Rodgers? This guy's going to stink, and he proved me wrong.
Yeah.
Now on the flip side of that, I'm still gonna stick to my guns. I got Minnesota 1, and I got Green Bay 2.
Mm.
I'm gonna say that. Yeah, you're right. He I don't know if he can be just like Tom Brady. Yeah, you just said the stats. You just told me, but when it comes, I don't know, man. I just got this feeling that he ain't gonna do it without Devontae Adams. I just don't see it.
Don't count him out, man. Yeah, don't count him out.
I just don't see it, man.
I can see both of you guys' perspective on this.
And real quick, since you said Detroit, you said 8 and 9.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get into this a little bit later and waste those other questions. I guess you already got them 1-0 today.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
I really do. Yeah, I really do. So that's 7 more wins that they got. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's go get to the next 2 divisions, and then we'll get into the individual category awards. All right. So I had the let's see, the AFC South. I'll start with that one first. So first place, I had the Titans still holding that division. I had the Jags as second place. Colts coming in third, and the Texans last.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Wow. I agree with you with the Texans, and yeah. Okay. You got the Colts. You got the Colts in third place, Mike. Can you explain, please? Explain. I just want to hear this, man. Go ahead.
I think Jacksonville, with just better coaching, and the talent that they got through the draft and through free agency.
I forgot about Kristen Kirk. Yeah, go ahead.
To the next level. Not just because it's the defensive side of the ball that they really improve. Especially on the defensive line. So I think they're going to be strong. I think the sign was there last year when the Jacksonville knocked off the Colts out the playoffs. I mean, the Colts had everything going for them. All they had to do was win and get in, and they played a team that had 4 wins at the time, and they couldn't do it. And I think Jacksonville got some confidence on that. I think Jacksonville, especially with some legitimate coaching with Doug Peterson there, I think they're going to be in kind of leading into the next category section that we're talking about. I think the Jags are going to improve quite a bit. So yeah, I think they can make the leap to be a second place team. It doesn't mean they're going to have like a 12-5 record or anything like that. They will still, I think, have a winning record.
Over and under 8. Over or under 8. Over. Okay, so what do you got? Over or under? Over 8. Huh? Okay.
I think they get over. I mean, they might be 9 and 8. I mean, yeah. But it's better than last year, and I think it'll be better than the Colts. I mean, not substantially better. They can be a game ahead of them, but I think they can finish in second place.
So you got Colts over or under 8 as well, right? What do you got? What do you have them? What do you think about that?
They would have to be they have to be under. So if Jacksonville's 9 and 8, I can see the Colts being 8 and 9. And the difference being that Jacksonville beat the Colts in a head-to-head. May beat them twice.
Wow. That's enough said right there.
Yeah, okay. Look, I'm not taking any predictions. I'm not taking anything what you're saying, Mike, as far as Jacksonville. Yes, they found a bona fide head coach, but I still feel as though they're still another year away from being what you're saying, that contention. Now, they could be a 500 team, and that's definitely a plus. But the Colts, man, here we go with another 2, man. The Colts, you can't put the Colts in third place. You can't. I mean, offensive line, Jonathan Taylor. All right, you're not relying on Matt Ryan. You know what I mean? You got some suitable wide receivers, and that defense. You know, I mean, the defense is always going to be there. It's always going to be there at the end. So I can't see. I will be shocked. I will give you praise, Mike. This is and that's a bold damn prediction, man. Honestly, Jacksonville is second.
Right, it's second. It's second.
I would give you praise, man. And, we all hate to be wrong, but I just, for me, I'll shut up. I'll shut up for the rest of the season. I ain't saying nothing. My mouth will be closed.
All right.
Definitely gonna play back this podcast.
So, real quick, I'll go ahead and do the NFC East real quick.
Be careful, Mike. Be careful.
I'll do it, Dre. I'll do it your way. So I'll start with last and work my way up. So 4th place is the Giants. 3rd place is the Cowboys. 2nd place is the Commandos or Commodores, Commanders, whatever you want to call them. And then 1st place is Eagles.
All right. Okay. All right. Mike, you and I are good friends, man. We're good friends.
Considering Dre will put, the Eagles, after today, put them in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Once he says they're going to win, he already got them in the Super Bowl. So.
Well, hey, that's a little sneak peek for the next couple of questions. So, I'm surprised with Washington though over Dallas. I can understand the Giants, but Washington, I don't know, man. I think Dallas might still perform them for number 2 seed. What's your reason behind Dallas's 3rd?
I think Dallas losing weapons that they lost, and then offensive line troubles, and then the running game. I think they don't really have it fixed at all. I think Ezekiel Elliott's kind of done.
Okay,
one quarterback.
So I see it. I see it as the Eagles kind of being clearly the number 1 team, like having a 2 or 3 game lead over everybody else, and then the Giants, Cowboys, and Commodores could all be pretty close to one another with losing records. I mean. I hate to say it because it's your guys' division and everything, but it's kind of like the NFC East is the kind of NFC least again. You got one team and the rest really kind of all bums. So I think the Eagles will be the cream of the crop for that team, that division, and the rest of them. They're just there to be there.
Well, if you're saying about process elimination, then the Eagles got to prove that the NFC conference that they're one of the best teams in the conference for you to say that now. I'll get a little hint out to Tony because Tony like to listen. Sorry, Tony. But no, not sorry. Actually, Tony, he put y'all number 2. So I think that's good. But that's as far as you guys are gonna go. So
yeah, Tony. I mean, that's not saying anything. You being in 2nd place because the rest of that division can have a losing record. But it needs to be seen. But
I can see them 2nd place as a 9-8, 8-9 team. Probably more 8-9, or even 7-10. As a 2nd place team.
That's what I was going to say 7-10, and then it goes downhill after the Commanders.
Okay. If I see more out of Chase Young, okay, we'll see.
Well, he's done for the first 6 weeks. He's on the peak.
That's true.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
For 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
all right, let's keep going.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, individual category awards. So, I made up a couple categories. Some of them just to be a little funny. Some of them are serious. So, we'll start out with MVP. Sal had Josh Allen. I had Lamar Jackson. Who did you guys have?
I have Josh Allen.
Come on, y'all gotta, you gotta make this more interesting. All right, Josh Allen, come on. I mean, that's just everybody's calling for Josh Allen.
Who would you pick, man? Shut up.
I got Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is MVP. Russell Wilson.
Okay, yeah. I can go with that. I can definitely see that.
Mike, no. What's the name?
What, you don't like Lamar?
No. I like Lamar. But
how do you like Lamar and he ain't? You talking about Baltimore's not going to do anything?
Yeah, but talk about MVP. Remember how you were all over what's the last year for MVP? You didn't like that. I forgot who it was. But anyway, it just Lamar is starting to show me that he can't get over the hump. Of the last 3 years.
Okay,
So,
all right. Well, then you don't
MVP,
need to
I'm
anoint him
surprised by that.
MVP. Okay, all right.
I didn't know him MVP. I'm
All right,
going
You're going the safe side, Josh Allen. Okay, yeah. All right.
Right. Well, Aaron Rodgers was the MVP. I think the
last 2 years. Yeah.
And he didn't get over any hump. They got in the playoffs and lost. And Lamar Jackson, Lamar has been an MVP before, and they didn't get to the Super Bowl with him. But it's to me, it's just the incentive of it being a contract year. Now that they officially said that they haven't come to a deal, and in a contract year, people just ball out, and I just see him I see him going bonkers just to make it even tougher for the Ravens when it comes to negotiating a deal. And he says, "Well, I want $300 million over instead of $250 million like Deshaun got." And after the season, he has, they're not gonna be able to say no.
All right, cool.
All right, let's go to the next award. So this is the Ryan Leaf Biggest Bust category. So this is going to be who you think is going to be the most disappointing player this season. Sal, of course, he's such a home fan, so he picked Jalen Hurts.
Oh, Jesus. You know what?
Wow.
Sal, just stay home, man. Don't come on, man. I'm surprised he didn't say Howie Roseman. You know what I mean?
I know, right?
Right. Biggest bust, that should have been Howie Roseman. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Howie Roseman. All right, Jermaine, what's yours? All
right, here we go. So I got a tie, okay? I got a tie. So my biggest bust is DK Metcalf, all right? Along with him, and you guys probably going to shut me off or mute me or whoever's in charge. I guess Mike's in charge. He might just mute me or whatever.
Go ahead and say it. I know you say it.
I'm going Debo.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Wow. Mike, that's a powder.
I'm going
a baby powder smack in your face.
I'm going Debo. I don't know. And like I said, back to what I said before, Mike, I don't know what's going to happen with this offense, and how everything is just going to, just come together and stuff. So that's the way, I'm sorry. That's the way I see it. The first 4 or 5 weeks is going to tell the story.
I honestly thought you were going to say Trey Lance. I really thought you were going, because it's very possible it could, it's possible it could happen. I mean, again, 3 first round draft picks that, for him.
Yeah.
Debo's definitely could be a choice because he got paid. When guys get paid, all of a sudden their production go down again. Mm-hmm. He was in a contract year last year, so he balled out, got the money. Now, what happens.
Yeah.
Who'd you have, Dre?
I had a tie too, and you guys were like, "What?
Who?"
I have a tie.
A tie. Oh, I thought you said the name tie. It's like who?
Saquon Barkley and DeAndre Hopkins.
Ooh,
yeah.
I kind of agree. Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I just don't see Saquon, how explosive he was. Yes, he had the injury, but I thought he was going to bounce back, and he just hasn't been that running back that we all thought he was going to be. And I don't know if it's because, the bad team, the bad offensive line, but it's just overall Saquon Barkley he's been disappointing for the last 3 years.
What? This is his third. This is what, his 4th year, Mike?
Yeah,
this is his 4th year.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. So his rookie year, he had over
1,000. I think.
Yeah. So he was good, but now since you're really truly 1 year from that ACL, MCL injury and all that stuff, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt to some point. But yeah, I still agree with your two players. That's for sure.
Yeah, DeAndre, he's really declined. I mean, big time.
Right. Well, he's suspended for the first. He had the PED thing.
Yeah,
for the first 6 games.
He's going to miss the first 6 games. Yeah.
Yeah. So
all right.
I agree with you.
So real quick, I had my disappointing player is Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones is going to show New England that They really going to miss Tom Brady. I think he's not terrible as a quarterback. I just don't think he's the guy to take the reins, the mantle, whatever you could say. I think they're going to come down to earth with him, and they're going to see that he's kind of hit his ceiling, and he's not going to ascend much higher.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with Matt. It's definitely it's not a contract year, but it's definitely a year that he needs to step up. So I agree.
I don't think he is.
Yeah, who's their backup? Because Belichick doesn't mind yanking somebody.
Oh, I know that's right.
That's right.
I think it's Brian Hoyer. I think it is.
Is it Hoyer? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's still Brian Hoyer.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's go to the next category. This is the paper tiger team. This is the team that looks good on paper, but is not good on the field. Sal, sticking with the home teams. Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, my God. All right.
Jermaine.
Hey, Mike. I don't know if you agree with me, Dre. Mike, you're the new host. I don't want to hear nothing from Sal anymore. You're the new host, Mike.
Well, you're not
really.
Go ahead, Jermaine. Jermaine, you pick yours because I'm. Go ahead, pick yours, Jermaine. Go ahead.
All right, I think my paper team is definitely the Dolphins. The Dolphins, you got Jalen Waddle, you got Tyreek Hill, you got all these weapons and all that stuff, especially the running game. I don't know how many running backs did they pick up during the free agency. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Mostert, Chase. I forgot how many players that they have, but yeah, I feel as though that's the paper tiger team is my team is the Dolphins.
I'm wow, man. I guess you are my lost brother because I picked Miami as well. But I did have a hint of Philadelphia in the back of my mind.
Jesus, what is it? Look, this is
hyping them up. Everybody's hyping them up, man.
We have a San Fran team. I know, Mike. That's just it. This is a Philadelphia-based podcast. But listen, people, all right. Some of y'all probably thinking Dream Team. This is the second coming of the Dream Team. This is totally different from the Dream Team. I mean, like I said, I wasn't a big Howie lover, and I'm on board with him because he had a great draft. But that's the difference is that they had a great draft versus tinkling in a little bit of free agency and stuff. So it's not going to be there. But again, if you feel as though then I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, they're going to lose today.
Oh my God! Whatever.
So my team that I had was the Chargers.
They
made a lot of big moves, and
that's setting me up.
I don't think it's going to pan out. I'm not going to say they're going to be a losing team, but just nowhere near as dominant as people were expecting.
Wow.
Let's go to the next category.
All right, go ahead.
Move a little bit. So the next one is the Jabberjaw, the shark, woo, I get no respect. So this is the worst of very respectable team. I won't say worst of first, but this is worst of their respectable team. Sal had Detroit Lions. I think that's a popular choice.
I had Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I had the Jags. Jacksonville.
What are you riding, Jackson?
He's on Jacksonville, man.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
I mean, because why? I don't. I got the Lions. Yeah, I got the Lions. Okay. I'm riding the Lions. They're going to be a respectable team. So.
Not today, though.
It's not today.
Well, you hope not today.
All right, let's keep going.
All right, yep. All right, the next category is straight cash, homie. From the words of Randy Moss, and this is the big ticket free agent or trade that you could say was worth it. So Sal had Russell Wilson. I had Russell Wilson also.
I have Christian Kirk.
Oh, my.
Yeah, Christian Kirk.
Do you understand the question? Do you understand the question?
Yeah, but you got to look at this. This guy. No. I agree. He's not that good, but he got $72 million for 5 years, $28 million signing bonus. I was saying it's bad, but it's good for cash money. This guy got. I'm not saying he's good, but at Arizona, what he did, and now he's coming to Jaguars. I mean, that right there told me that Christian Kirk got the best cash money.
Mike.
And the other one was Von Miller. but I'm picking Christian Kirk. Isn't that crazy?
Mike. Yeah, it is crazy coming from. Yeah, that's just real crazy coming from you. Yeah, you're right, Mike. Can you repeat the question again? Repeat the question.
Yeah. Who a big ticket free agent or trade that was worth it? So
that was worth it.
Well, no, it says or. I'm going by good trade free agent. That's what I'm going by.
That made sense. It's pretty much that made sense.
Okay. Well, then if you want that, Jermaine, it's Von Miller.
Okay.
All right.
It's Von Miller. I was like, yeah, okay.
Well, I'm trying to tell you, Christian Kirk got over. He suckered. He got over. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, but that wasn't the question, though. In other words, he stole money, Dre. Yeah. He stole money. And then it's gonna pan out. Well, I don't know, Mike. He might not agree with us because all of a sudden he's on the Jacksonville bandwagon. I mean, Jesus, because it ain't over. We got this whole list. It ain't over yet because I saw what you.
Right. All right.
Yeah. Who'd you have real quick? Then we'll go to the next one.
Who would I have? Oh, all right. So here we go. So you're not a San Diego man and whatnot. So I got J.C. Jackson. I feel as though that defense is going to be stout. I feel as though you got Khalil Mack, you got Bosa, you got I feel as though Jackson was the missing piece coming from the Patriots, and then also I also had a tie with AJ Brown. AJ Brown was just it made the day the draft day.
What? All that dragging me through the coals with him and
not 100%, not 100%.
Oh, shut up! Shut up.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We're gonna move on because I know where this is going. All right, let's go to this category. Turnover machine. This is going to be the quarterback with the most turnovers.
Okay.
So Sal had what's his name, Kenny Pickett from the Pittsburgh. Assuming he's going to start.
That's what I'm trying to say. Kenny Pickett. Sal drinking. All right.
So my choice. I know you guys are going to be like, "What?" I have Aaron Rodgers. Who you got?
Yeah. Okay.
Wait a minute, Aaron Rodgers, the two-time MVP back to back. Okay. All right. He hasn't thrown what? How many interceptions? He had like single digit interceptions last year and the year before. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It's bold predictions.
Who'd you have, Jermaine?
I had Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I know who you had. Oh, yeah, I know who you had. I didn't even ask.
And I thought you were real. That was great. I thought you were realist, but
Mike knew where I was going with that. Yeah. The next Brett Favre.
Right.
All right. You ready for mine?
Yeah.
Dak Prescott. Dak last year had 10, and I'm thinking he's gonna give 7 more this year. And it was a tough because it was between Dak and Matthew Stafford. Stafford had 17 last year. He's got 4 now from one game. So, and Trevor Lawrence was tied with 17 too. But I'm saying Dak Prescott is going to be your turnover machine.
That's a good point. That's a good pick. I like that.
Yeah. I can think about that. Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the next one. So this is the boom. Where that truck come from? If you ever played Madden, you know where that's from.
Yes.
That's the best defensive player. So Sal has
Mr. Irrelevant.
Was it Jordan Davis from Philadelphia?
Jesus.
What? The rookie?
What did you was saying last night? What did you was saying last night? Hey, Sal, there's some juicy picks. I said, what the hell does Sal pick? Jordan Davis.
You know what? Sal, you kept saying all week about drinking the Kool-Aid. Yeah, you drinking too much Kool-Aid.
Because he's a big guy. He hasn't played it down yet. How's it?
I've never seen.
Come on, man.
I've never seen a rookie get that.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Right?
Dang. Well, look, when you said Madden, I'm going back where the ambulance came out and run you over, and then you got.
That was the best one. Yeah.
I got Khalil Mack. Oh,
wow. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Mack for the Mack truck.
I got another tie. I got to look at these two guys, the Bosa brothers. I like that. The Bosa brothers. Yeah. Big booms right there. If Nick can stay healthy, Mike. You know what I mean? It could be running for the defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
yeah.
actually had
So
another Niner. I had Fred Warner, who's
Oh,
quietly been one of the best linebackers in the
yeah.
league. Not a lot of talk, but
yeah,
he's a tackling machine. So I
yeah,
Yep.
think just he stays healthy,
yeah.
he could get it. All right, now here's the fun category. It's going to be interesting. So this is the AB Antonio Brown Hold My Beer category. So this is the player whose antics become a distraction this season. Sal has Carson Wentz.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's the first thing you said, right, Sal, about the
Yeah.
2 years that we've been on this podcast. Yeah, okay. All right, about time, Sal.
Who you
Jesus
got,
Christ.
Jermaine? Who you
I
got?
got I got Tom Brady. Tom Brady. I don't know what's going on with Giselle and all that stuff. I have no idea. I don't know what this thing could go boom or bust. I don't know. Tom Brady could be a distraction.
I'm gonna go last. How about you, Mike?
Wow. I'm not sure you're going to be able to top mine, but I have Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
I got the drama queen.
I got it. Yeah.
He was a drama queen at the end of the season. He almost
Yeah.
didn't even want to come back, and then he gets picked up. Then they get rid of Devontae. He's already talking about his receivers. That's why I think he's going to be the turnover machine, because I think, even if the interceptions aren't his fault, that the ball bounced off a guy's chest, it still counts. And I think he's going to get frustrated, and then I think he's just going to start mouthing off and saying different things, being all cryptic in the media like he normally does, saying stuff about the coach cryptically. That's just how he is. But I think he's going to turn to a drama queen this year, and he's going to be the distraction.
Well, it's interesting. You guys pick quarterbacks. I picked the wide receiver, and it's Tyreek Hill.
I thought about that.
Tyreek Hill is now like the man, the guy. Well, he was the man in Kansas City, but they had a lot of talent, with all those guys they had on there. But here now, it's Miami, and it's Tua versus Patrick Mahomes. If Tua doesn't get it right, and Tyreek Hill's like, I'm the fastest guy here. It might be a locker room distraction or locker room problem with other players and stuff. Because I could see him being showboating around if they start off today and he goes 100 something 9 yard or 120, 50 yards and 3 touchdowns, and then all of a sudden he starts getting his head gets bigger and bigger. Then they start falling down after their bye week. I think Tyreek Hill might be a distraction.
Yeah, I agree to a point, because it's going to be a few times Tyreek Hill's going to be wide open, and if Tua can't get that ball to him, because you ain't out throwing Tyreek Hill. You know what I mean? If that ball gets underthrown 5 or 10 yards or whatever, it's a wrap.
Yeah. The other thing, Tyreek Hill has already been a little bit of a distraction, because even in the all season, he started talking about Patrick Mahomes and how he said Tua was the most accurate quarterback and all this nonsense. So, yeah, he was on my list as well. Let's move on to the next one. Speaking of receivers, so this is the must-have stick-em on his gloves. So this is the best receiver category.
This was hard.
Sal had Jamar Chase. I had Cooper Kupp. Who you guys got?
Devontae Adams. I got Devontae Adams.
I had Kupp, Diggs, and Chase, but I'm kind of saying that's respected it. But my prediction, like this year, is going to be Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, he catches. Yeah,
he was targeted 167 times or something. No. I'm sorry, he cut for one. Yeah, targeted 167, 108 receiving, over 1,600 yards and 10 TDs. So, yeah.
That's a good pick. There's a lot of excitement around him, especially with that coach and that offense and turning things around. All right, next category we got.
You're gonna laugh at this.
Close only counts in horseshoes, right? So this is the team that loses the most close games. So Sal has Jacksonville. I have the Jets. Who you got?
I got the Steelers. Yeah, I mean,
very possible. Yep,
it could be. Who you got, Dre?
The Carolina Panthers.
What?
Close games. Like, I think they're going to lose a lot of close games. Carolina Panthers.
I can see that. I think that's realistic. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see. I'm telling you, man. You got to look at what they did last year and then compare. I'm just think they're just gonna lose them by 3. By
Yeah, I
1
can see
point.
that.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next category. So this is the booty on fire. This is the coach who's going to be on the hottest seat by midseason, not at the end of the season. I'm talking about midseason. Who's going to be on seat's going to be on fire? So I don't know, Sal. I think he's smoking still, but he's got Andy. He's got Andy Reid.
Oh God.
What the? Okay, I mean, I understand that I said, with the percentage and all that stuff, but
Did he write this down with a Crayola crayon or something?
I don't know what
What is he doing?
He used bold text, so he really meant it.
Wow.
He used both.
Who you got, Jermaine? Who you got?
I got the obvious Cliff Kingsbury.
Okay.
Yeah, from Arizona. And, all that nonsense that's happening there. What's his name? He has to read. Yeah, he has to read. He has to study for 4 hours. I'm telling you, that's going to blow up, and it's a mess over there in Arizona.
You want to go, Mike, or you want me to go?
I'll go. Sure.
Okay.
I got Mike McCarthy, the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's who I have too. I had Mike McCarthy, but you know who was really, really running up right behind Mike McCarthy? You'd be like, huh? Frank Wright.
What?
Frank Wright. Yep.
No.
Yes, you got to look at the problems that after it's that first year and he had Carson Wentz and stuff, and then they just have been declining ever since. I don't think Frank Wright. I don't think the coach is going to.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it was Frank. Yeah, it was Frank.
Yeah, Frank. Yeah. It was Frank. No, I thought it was the general manager.
No. But I'm just saying Frank Wright, the coach.
I don't see Frank.
Carson Wentz, and it went down south.
I'll see Andy Reid before I see Frank Wright.
All right.
Well, I know Frank Wright. Jim Irsay is kind of a owner. He's a little strange, so he could. If they start losing some games, Irsay start talking mess because he's done it before. I mean, he actually, went in on Carson Wentz actually and said stuff about him in the media. It was kind of like, Dad, the owner of the team was dogging the quarterback.
Yeah.
So, it could happen. It is possible if they don't win some games, he could start turning on Frank Wright. But all right, let's go to the last category we got. This is the coulda, woulda, shoulda. So this is the team that lights it up in the regular season but gets to the playoffs and lose early.
I think we're all going to agree on this. I'll be surprised if we don't go, 4.
Sal,
God.
the home team, the home favorite.
Oh, never. Yeah, I forgot about Sal. Jesus.
Philadelphia Eagles for Sal. And I had, you guys not going to believe this, I had the Bills.
Hey, no. I agree. Because in the last 3 years, the Buffalo Bills will always get out by the second round. But I have but who I picked, because you had to say pick, is the Tennessee Titans. In the last 3 years, Tennessee Titans as well. And they can never get over the hump once they get into the playoffs. So I'm taking Tennessee Titans.
I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, come on. I mean, we going back ever since the 90s. You know what I mean? Which, come on. Dallas Cowboys is the obvious choice. Slam dunk, I won.
No question. And I agree with you, Jermaine, but they're so past, and they got in it last year or whatever, but I just like whatever about them. They never going to do anything. That's why I picked it. I looked at the last 3 years, and it was between Buffalo and Tennessee in the AFC. I was like, wow.
As long as you have Jerry Jones,
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So real quick, we got the big predictions. What we'll do,
God.
I'll just read. Instead of going each one at a time, we're just going to read all 4 of them.
Okay. Okay.
And then after that, we'll switch over to Dre to your game real quick, and then we'll get wrapped up the show. So for predictions, Sal has NFC champ is the San Francisco 49ers. The AFC champ is the Buffalo Bills. The Super Bowl winner is the Buffalo Bills. And the coach of the year is Doug Peterson.
I got 49ers, Buffalo, and Sean McDermott.
Obvious choices. Obvious choices. All right, so here we go. I'm just about to blow this thing up now. All right. NFC champ, Packers beat 49ers. AFC, Chargers beat Bills. Super Bowl, Packer wins. Rodgers, farewell in the sunset. Coach of the year, Sean McDermott.
Wow. Wow about the Green Bay prediction. I'm glad.
Hey,
I'm
Green
glad
Bay.
this is recorded. I am so glad it's
Yes,
recorded.
exactly. Yeah.
Play this one back.
All right. So my choices, I had to do it. So Niners,
Yep.
I got Broncos,
Ooh.
and this is the Super Bowl rematch from back in the day. So Niners, Broncos. Of course, I got to pick the Niners. I'm not going to pick them to lose again. And then the coach of the year, I'm going to give it to Shanahan.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
you know what? When I read that email yesterday, Mike, I thought that was you making your prediction. That was Sal's nonsense that I was reading. I said, Doug Peterson coaching. All right. Yeah, this is all recorded. What is this? What
Right.
episode is this?
This
Episode
is
2.
episode 2.
All right, yeah. So we need to replay this at the end of the season. You know what I mean? And then we just we'll just give each other the riot act. Like, how did you pick that?
Yeah.
see what's going on. So yeah, that's gonna be perfect towards the end of the season before we do the off season. So.
Okay. Real quick, Jay, before we get to the game,
Yep.
just do a quick rapid fire on the games for today because it is, first Sunday football
Yep.
of the season. So let's go for it. Eagles, Lions.
Eagles.
You already know my pick. I just don't feel comfortable. I feel that the Lions are going to eke it out.
I'm going to go
too
Eagles.
much reverse psychology.
What are you talking about? This reverse psychology. Dre, don't call me for the rest of the week. If they lose, don't say nothing. All right? Don't call me. Don't call me when I'm on my way to work. Don't say nothing. The whole week,
if the Eagles lose,
the Eagles lose. Don't call me because
okay,
I'm going to ride you. Yeah, I'm going to give you the ride act the whole 9, man.
And the other way around, Eagles win. I'm gonna call you every day.
Yeah,
you better answer the phone.
Eagles in a close one. Niners, Bears.
Niners.
Bears. I had that 2-15, man. So there's your nah, man. Right. Niners all the way.
Yeah, I got Niners, but I don't like the 7-point spread. I think that's
they giving a 7 points.
Yeah, they're playing in Chicago. It's like, nah, man. I think it's going to be a little more competitive.
What's the over under?
I didn't look at the over under. I just saw the spread was 7 for the Bears. Bucks Cowboys are playing in Dallas.
Bucks.
Yeah, I got the Bucks. Yeah. All right, here's a good one. The Jacksonville Jaguars at Washington playing. Yep, in Washington.
You know what? Yeah, I'm really gonna watch that game now. I'm really gonna watch
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to that game, Mike. Just to see what you're really talking about. So yeah, I have no idea.
Let's see if Christian Kirk is worth his 72.
Oh man, Christian Kirk go the hell off. 200 yards, touchdown, 10, 15 receptions. Oh my god!
I got Jaguars.
I got Jaguars.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with the Jaguars. Yep.
All right. This is another good one. This is the Raiders at the Chargers to start out the season. How about that?
Well, I know what Jermaine's picking.
Yeah, going Chargers.
Yeah, I don't know what the Raiders are. So Chargers.
Ooh. I think I'm going to go to the Raiders, man. I think something tells me that division rivalry. I think the Raiders are going to take it. This is another probably juicy one. New England playing in Miami.
Ooh, well, believe it or not, Miami has them on the road. New England's on the road, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Miami's going to win.
Yeah, I'm picking Miami. I mean, that might be just like what Buffalo did to LA. That Miami might be that statement game against New England, saying, New England, you're done. That's it.
Patriots are 2-7 on the road against Miami.
Yeah, I said Miami. I agree with that. And then let's say Green Bay and Minnesota.
I got Minnesota. I just don't see. I'm the opposite of Jermaine. I just don't see Green Bay doing it this year.
I'm not. See, there's times I can't go against Aaron Rodgers. I'm picking Green Bay.
I'm going to go Minnesota. I think Green Bay is going to start out a little slow. Again, just to add to the distraction. So Minnesota.
All right.
All right. So, all right, Dre, what you got for this truth or dare?
All right. So I got this truth and dare game for you and Mike. I wish Sal was here, but basically, I'm going to ask both you guys if you want to take truth or dare, and when you say either one of them, it's going to be phrased as a question to you, and you have to respond. So, I want to start off with Jermaine. Do you want truth or dare?
Give me truth.
Okay. Is it true that you ate a 24 box of ice cream sandwiches in one day?
That's the truth.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did it.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of ice cream. That's a lot of ice cream, man.
But our viewers, man, they saying, dang.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's like 20. He say 24? Yeah, I did 24. But that was back in my heyday. I'm 50 years old now. What was that back when I was 30?
I don't know. I thought it was a month ago. But
They would have to pump my stomach if I tried to do that.
Oh my goodness. All right, Mike, truth or dare?
I'll do a dare. Why not?
All right. I dare you to say that Trey will be the MVP this year.
That's a good one, Dre.
Oh man. What happened if I don't do the dare? I can't do it. I can't do that. I can't do that. No.
You can't do that? All right, then I'll give you a truth then. Is it true that Debo will be the MVP player?
No, not true.
All right, Jermaine. Truth. Well, you took a truth, so I'll give you a dare.
Yeah, give me
All right.
dare.
Will Baker Mayfield win 8 games for the Panthers? I dare you to say that.
I'll say it.
Okay.
Baker Mayfield will win at least 8 games for the Panthers.
Baker Mayfield. No, I can't say that. I can't.
It's
I can't
recorded.
say. I can't say that.
Okay.
I can't say that.
All right. Let's see. Mike.
Yeah.
Is it true that Sean McVay is a genius?
No, not true. Very false. Fake news.
And Jermaine.
Yeah.
I dare you to say Eagles will win today's game against Detroit.
That ain't happening.
Oh.
That ain't happening. They lose this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Jerry.
No, go ahead. Just say it.
They lose this game. They could possibly go 0-2. That's the only thing I can say because the Vikings coming to town next week. So go ahead.
All right. And this last one from Mike and the last one for you.
Okay.
It's actually it's a dare, Mike. I dare you say the 49ers will be the NFC champions, but you already I didn't know what you was going to say in the prediction. So
okay, yeah, they're going to be the Super Bowl champions.
All right. Now, Jermaine, this is going to be good for you. Is it true that Jameson Winston will have over 2,000 yards and 20 touchdowns this year?
2,000 passing yards?
Yeah, 2,000 passing yards.
2,000 passing yards. How many touchdowns?
20.
Oh, true. That's definitely over. He'll go over 2,000 and he'll go over 20. Yeah, that's true. Most definitely.
Wow.
Most definitely.
Question is, will he go over 20 interceptions? James throws some picks. He can always throw the ball. He can always get a bunch of yards. And a bunch of touchdowns. He just got a bunch of interceptions to go with it.
So that's what I got, guys. I'm just trying to make some, truth or dare.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we did pretty good without Sal. So,
Yeah, we held
we'll
it
just
down.
bring Sal on as a guest.
Yeah, I think
with those picks, man.
I'm a little worried now for his picks. Now we might have to demote him.
That's what I said. Mike is our new host, Sal. Okay, you heard it from me. Mike is our new host. All right.
Oh my goodness,
Especially Jordan Davis. That cracked me up. Jordan Davis.
Man hasn't played it down yet. Yeah. Okay.
Sal's the man with this stuff. We love Sal. But
Yeah,
let's go
Sal,
ahead.
we love you. Yeah, we do.
Let's
You know
let's
what I
go ahead
mean?
and button this thing up real
All
quick.
right.
So,
All right.
final thoughts can be about football, could be about anything. Just Dre, you go first.
Final thoughts. Jermaine is wrong today. He's wrong. If Philadelphia's going to win, I'm not going to say they're going to crush him, but they're going to win. And A.J. Brown is the real deal.
Final thoughts. Mike's fantasy team sucks, and I'm going to win the fantasy league again this year, back to back.
Wow.
Oh man. I don't even know what to say to that right now. Although I'm off to a good start with Josh Allen.
Yeah, 41 points. Yeah. That's
So,
probably
yeah,
what you're going to average every year. I mean, every game. That's probably what you're going to average,
that's right.
man.
That's right. He can carry my team. That's all right. So yeah, I guess real quick, my final thoughts. I'm definitely glad that the season's starting up. Excited about it. Looking forward to seeing my Niners. I guess maybe more of a serious, kind of somber note, but today is 9/11. It's been 21 years since that date.
Yeah.
And, it's interesting that football is starting out the season on 9/11. I know it's happened before in the past, and football was a big part of how people got over things or felt better about things. So, but yeah, season started, and I'm looking forward to football.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're here, baby. We're here. It's 11:30.
NFL is back, y'all.
NFL is back.
Yeah, you know what? So are we. All right, so let's go ahead and close this thing out. Again, if you enjoyed the show, even if you didn't enjoy the show, please let us know. We could be reached at enoughsaidcrew@gmail.com. We'll be back probably in about 2 weeks to do another episode. That'll be episode 3. Hopefully Sal's back. We'll even have a guest appearance. Everybody enjoy the games. Guys, it was good talking to you. And we'll talk later.
Yeah, we'll talk.
And when we come back in 2 weeks, Jermaine's going to have to tell me that, Jerry, you were right about the game 1 today.
Jeez, just game
Eagles,
1.
Eagles won. Eagles won.
Whoopie do. All right.
All right. See y'all.
All right, guys.
All right, see you.